welcome to my channel. I am here with a design team project for Natasha's Scrapbook Corner, and this project is also for a swap for the Loaded Envelope Galore and More Facebook group. It will be in January, so it is a Valentine's project. I created this mailbox with an SVG Cuts file, and I will leave a link to it in the description box below. I do have a short tutorial on how I put the mailbox together, and I did not use the word mail and the little filigree hearts that come with it. I opted not to use those. With the paper I chose, I didn't feel that I needed them, and the paper that I used is Graphic 45 Love Notes, and I think it was last year or the year before. I can't remember. Maybe it's even older than that, but I finally had a chance to work with it. I loved how my mailbox came out. And I think that bling piece just sets the tone. I think it is gorgeous. And I used a chipboard piece to adhere the bling piece to. I think it's so pretty. And of course the seam binding is from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner, as well as this gorgeous black pleated tulle trim. And I also used some of the berry sprays in the red. It's so pretty. The flowers are just some that I've had in my stash. The leaves here and here I did cut out with my Cricut, and I actually used a die to cut out the items in the like champagne colored glitter cardstock. But I love how it came out. It was just so pretty. I was excited to make this. I'll just turn it around. So the back is decorated as well. And of course you've got your slot at the top for your love notes. And I will show you one thing here on the inside. In the video I did not have this red cardstock adhered. So it just wasn't heavy enough. So what I did after I made my mailbox, you could do this before you put your mailbox together. I just cut out another red front piece in the heavy cardstock and just trimmed the edges off and the bottom tabs and these side tabs, and then just put fabric tack on it and slid it down in the box and then adhered it to the front, decorative piece. But you could do that beforehand before you attach your front piece, just to make it heavier if you had problems. I mean, it was sturdy, but it wasn't as sturdy as I like it. So stay tuned for a short tutorial and make sure to check out Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. Thank you. I have the lid and we'll call it the flat piece for the lid. And I went ahead and put the decorative paper on to save time. And then this is just a reinforcement piece that goes on the bottom of the lid, but we'll go ahead and glue these tabs down before we put our reinforcer, and then that way it will make a nice neat edge on the inside. You won't see the flaps. So I'm using our glitter glue. We'll do the two outside flaps to make sure everything lines up. I get that glue to the very edge. Just gonna take a baby wipe to wipe the excess glue off. It dries clear, so it probably wouldn't show, but I just like to do that just in case. And now we'll do the other three remaining tabs. Just making sure the points all line up with the points of the lid. So far, we'll do this last one, and it should line up since it's glued on either side. That looks really good. I'm just going to push everything down, and just any excess, wipe it off. So that is the lid, and we will glue this underneath, and this will just make it stronger, and it will make it nice and neat on the inside and cover the tabs. To the edges. good. I like to use the scraper, and then it makes sure that the glue gets dispersed evenly. So now we have our lid. Here's our back piece to the mailbox, and here is our decorative piece to the mailbox. So I'm going to glue this on, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got the decorative piece on the back panel. So now we will take the two panels that make up the front portion of the mailbox, and I have folded and creased along all of the score lines. And there is a flap here on the right hand side, and I'm going to put glue on it and attach the little piece. This and line it up. Make sure the seams match up at the bottom and at the top, and I like to fold it and then push it up against in the fold, that I know it's in the right position. So now we've got this, and we will take our back panel, and the decorative piece goes in the back. And what we will do now is we'll fold these forward, and we're going to put glue on these side tabs. And we're just going to line it up along the edge. And once it's lined up, we'll push it down, making sure it's aligned. Slide it around just a little bit. There we go. To make it perfect. Okay. And let's do the other side. Take our piece for the bottom that looks like this, and the one with the score mark. Let me score this, or crease it rather. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on the back of this. Just putting glue on the tab, and I'm going to line it up between these two edge pieces where we glued. So it'll be like this. We're going to line it up in here. I'll wipe off the excess glue. I'm just folding that up inside, and I personally like to glue my tabs on the bottom, and then take this piece, and then we'll cover up the tabs. We'll do the outside edges first. Reach inside and push it. Okay, now we'll go around. And now we have all of our tabs, so now I'm going to glue the bottom piece on, like that. So we'll put some glue on it. So then we will glue this on like that, and we will have our mailbox. And this just lines up with the top just a little bit. So you line the top two pieces, and it centers the heart. excess glue off just in case. Art glitter glue does dry clear, but I had a few where I put it close to the edge. I don't want it to leave little dots of dried glue. So this is our mailbox. So it's really easy to put together, and there's the back.